Good morning. It is day number 2 down in the Grand Canyon. I'm here at the Monument Creek camping area. I hiked down here from the Hermit trailhead yesterday. Really tough 8-mile hike down, not gonna lie. The plan for today is a relatively short hike down to Granite Rapids where I'll be camping for the night. The day after that, I'm hiking back up here to Monument Creek, camping one final night, and then I've got a long hike back up the Hermit trailhead to get back to the car. If you're wondering why this video is starting off with day number 2, it's because I'm using some new gear to film my videos with, and when I filmed a little bit about starting off day number 1 yesterday, I cut my head off in the shot. So let's roll back through day number 1.
Had fun, never coming back. It got the 5 or 7 steps.
I haven't hiked a bad section of trail all day. It's just been stunning nonstop.
Cute little look around camp here. So the Monument Creek campsite kind of sits down in this hole, which is nice after having the sun sort of beating on you pretty much all day. Beautiful camp spot. Camp is all packed up, and now I'm off to check out the monument for which the creek is named. That is the monument. I'm about to get my first good look at the Colorado River. How freaking awesome is this? I have been dreaming about this for so long. You can see it in videos and you can see it from the overlook. But when you come all the way down here and approach it for the first time, just amazing. This is home for the night. awesome is this? Had a pretty easy day number 2. Short hike out here to the Granite Rapids area. It's absolutely stunning here. Pretty much spent the day hanging out on the beach and enjoying this awesome weather. Saw a group of rafters come through this afternoon. Got to watch them run the rapids. That was pretty exciting. That's pretty much all I got for the day. See you in the morning. Good morning, day number 3. Last night was a really good night. Hung out on the beach. As it got dark, I watched the bats, enjoyed a cigar. Once it got dark, I just kind of laid out there and enjoyed the stars. Slept really well last night. That was a big relief. The previous night, I was just getting hammered by the wind all night. I thought it was going to blow my tent apart. I had to get out and restake a couple times and really didn't sleep much at all. So I was glad last night was a good, calm night. I slept pretty well. The plan for today is to kind of have a lazy morning, hang out and enjoy this beach a little while longer, and then I'm hiking back up to Monument Creek. Gonna set up camp there and probably just explore around that area for the afternoon. Cheers. Got our second group of rafters for today. One of them was nice enough to offer me a beer. Good times. Beautiful. If anybody ever tells you there's no good beaches in Arizona, they just didn't look very hard. Camp is all packed up. It's time to leave this magnificent beach behind. Down there's where I just came from. Made it back to Monument Creek. Found a place to call camp for the night. I've got a pretty early hike out tomorrow. Gonna wake up about 4 a.m. And I think I'm just gonna cowboy camp under here. I'm not even gonna get my tent out tonight. Got this pretty awesome view looking up the canyon from camp here. And I'm kind of tucked down in this little hole. As day 3 comes to a close, I want to take a minute and share some of my thoughts on this trip so far. Backpacking here has definitely been an epic, beautiful, unique experience. Grand Canyon miles are tough miles, without a doubt. Some of the hardest I've hiked anywhere. A lot of it's more like an obstacle course than a hiking trail, but absolutely worth the effort. Coming down and seeing the views just nonstop. Every section of trail has been amazing. Every campsite has been great. Seeing the Colorado River up close and personal for the first time was just a real moment. Absolute treat. Tomorrow is going to be my toughest day by far. It's about 8 miles to get back up to the car and about 4,000 feet of elevation gain with some elevation loss along the way. So it's going to give me a total of about 7,000 feet of climbing. The first 5 miles of that, there'll be no water available. So I'll be starting out with about 4.5 liters, which is quite a bit of weight to be hauling up out of here. And that's pretty much all I got for the day. See you in the morning. Good morning, day number 4. It's about 6 a.m. Hiked out from camp about half an hour ago. And this is the hike out.
I love how the sun just lights up the rock. I'm officially getting off the Tonto, and doomsday awaits. Just about to approach the Cathedral Stairs section of the trail.
One great thing for morale out here, as you look up at these incredibly daunting canyon walls, is knowing that no matter how far you can see, you have to climb up at least that far to get back out. That's it. Grand Canyon wins. I give up. I tap out. I'm going home.
Just completed my hike out a little while ago. Want to stop and share some closing thoughts about this trip. There are no words to describe the Grand Canyon. What an adventure, what a place, what a trip. You can come to the park and you can drive out to the overlook, and the views are stunning, but you don't really see it unless you take a couple days and hike down into the canyon and really get to know the place and get a feel for it. The best way I can describe it is seeing the views from the rim are a lot like hearing a great song on the radio that just makes you say, yeah, man, freaking great tune. I love this song. Hiking down into the canyon is like hearing a song when the lyrics relate to something heavy that you're going through, and it just hits you in a way that you know for the rest of your life. Every time you hear that song, it's going to take you back to that moment and that time and that place in your life, and you know it'll just stay with you forever. Hiking down is like going on a trip back through time. The further down you go, the younger the canyon is, the older the rock formations are. Just incredible. The colors and the landscape and the textures, you don't get that from the view up top. You see a lot of the reds, but the really intense greens and the sand colors and the blacks and the grays and yes, the intense reds, it's all amplified so much as you hike down in. If you're a backpacker and you're considering coming to the Grand Canyon, do it. Get off your butt, come out here. Now I say that with a bit of a warning. Grand Canyon miles are brutal, soul-crushing miles. You better show up in shape. This is an unforgiving place to hike. There are a lot of places on the trail where one misstep and you're most likely dead. More of that than what I expected. Be in shape, be sure-footed. Do your research on your route. Make sure you know what you can physically handle in a day. Make sure you know where your water sources are. There's a lot of great information about different routes, water availability, different times of the year. Don't hesitate to call the backcountry office and ask questions. The route I did was kind of a novice route. The easiest backpacking routes here are also the hardest to get permits for. If you want something easier to get a permit for, you're going to have to tackle a tougher route. It's worth it though. It's a lot of effort, long, tough days, but what a place, what an experience. I recommend it.